One love, Delta 9 travelers. Welcome back to the International Digital Connection. Well, guess what? Since the leader of the opposition, Mr. Mohammed, wanna drop that farm gate video, and I'm telling you, it sends shockwaves through everything that's going on in the political space in Guyana, and persons are definitely still talking about that throughout the diaspora and around the world. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot going on with it locally as well. Well, guess what? There's a lot of things that were put out into the space to try to gaslight us away from this very important headline. One of these things is this song competition, right? That got a number of installments so far. The most recent one, I'm telling you, seems to be a tune that a lot of persons in government might not want to hear. This might be the dub plate that might win the clash. This might be one of the songs them that might make certain persons gonna go in the dub box and find some real tune to come and deal with this counteraction what Dr. Campbell just dropped on the head. And we can get into some of what going on even before some of the installments so you could understand a bit more with what's going on. Big up to all the travelers. Thanks for being a part of this presentation. Let's jump into what's going on right here with this farm gate song gaslight competition.
I got a new song I want to enter the Calypso competition, but I only get the chorus. The opposition ain't looking for votes. Them looking for cow and goat. Hey, I want a good calypsonian for work for a calypso or kaiso for me. But I gotta use the hook. The opposition ain't looking for vote. Them looking for cow and goat.
Well, I'm telling you, after he called for that tune, Dr. Campbell is one of the most recent persons that drop in this installment on the head. We hear right here so from the doctor.
James Bond said, the opposition ain't looking for votes, we're only looking for cow and goat. But I want you to know our actions are clear. We can look out for the doctors and nurses this year. My
Tune
friends,
on the head. I tell
I want
you,
to talk to
unreal
you
conversation.
this
too.
afternoon about healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Because healthcare is important.
Very, very
In this, the
important.
fastest growing economy in the world, we have a serious, very serious crisis in healthcare. The nurses, the nursing assistants, the doctors are all complaining. The nurses are graduating, and 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 7 months later, they can't get their salaries. Imagine you study, you pass your exam, you're working, and 7 and 9 months you can't get paid in the fastest growing economy in this country. This is what is happening with our nurses. And I understand it's happening with doctors too. I know for sure that it's happening with the Cuban doctors. You know, the government of Guyana and the government of Cuba, they've terminated the medical assistance program whereby we got doctors from Cuba. And the government of Guyana are now employing these Cuban doctors directly. Now, the Cuban doctors are waiting also months, 5 months, 7 months, 9 months, no pay. Now, Cuba has an economic crisis. Those doctors, they got families back in Cuba that they got to take care of. They don't even have a dollar that they could send back to Cuba to their families. Not a cent. They're not even getting paid in Guyana. And the government is telling them that the accommodation that they had for them, they now must go and find their own accommodation. No pay, no accommodation. You can't send, you have no money to send back to your family. You got no family locally. How are you supposed to take care of the patients here?
That is a catastrophe waiting to happen, right? Because if the persons that are supposed to be taking care of your most valuable resource, can't take care of the self, how they gonna take care of you? It's called self-preservation, right? A person that having problems taking care of himself will find it hard to give the best service taking care of others, right? And there's so many things wrong with what Dr. Campbell is highlighting right here. But in these times, we might hear another gaslight come out soon. Somebody can drop another song, or somebody's gonna gaslight you away from big issues like this again. But guess what? Over here at Delta 9 Media, we stay focused and we make sure that we highlight the very important headlines, like what Dr. Campbell is bringing to the forefront right here.
And let me tell you something, it gets worse because at the Palms, the nurses got to go into their own pocket sometimes to buy stuff to give to the patients. The toilets not working at the Palms, and the nurses got to go into their own pockets to buy stuff to give to the patients. Recently, a young child was taken to a medical center and given cloxacillin. Cloxacillin expired since December 2025. And this is not all. We have situations where people have gone in at the Diamond Hospital. Well, forget it. After 3 o'clock, you can't see a doctor. And this is the problem. And the Cuban doctors have also complained about this, that they are being overworked. Now, within the system, there's not enough medical personnel to carry the load. And we're not in this construct, the government is not making attempts to correct the pay for our medical people, so they continue to leave.
A real dark reality on the ground in Guyana, you know? Situations that continue to create the brain drain, but yet persons looking around and saying, where are all the qualified people gone? Why don't we have persons to fill these positions and X and Y and this and that? It's clear problem, action, solution. People find the solution to the problems in the country. And you know what it is? Find a way out, buddy. And everybody is trying to do the same, but everybody can't cut and run. Everybody can't. Because guess what? The country will be no more comes a certain amount of time. You know why? Because all the right thinking persons would be out, and then they're gonna have an immigrant state and just a few corrupt, allegedly, officials taking care of certain things.
Imagine, and I don't know how y'all gonna take this. I certainly won't take it lightly, and I'm not taking it lightly. I'm not taking it lightly. And this is why this video. They start dropping injection in you, this injection, antibiotic. You don't even know the injections you're getting. And next thing you hear the doctor and somebody talking, oh, the equipment breakdown. Oh, all right. We can't give he or she the surgery no more. We got to put them back for now. You already prepared. You and your family don't say your prayers and ask God to as a great physician, physiologist, and so on. You don't get it. We got nurses not being paid, doctors not being paid, expired drugs. This is a crisis in our health sector.
So much going on with that one. So many things that, is make you really hold your head and say, boy, with all of these $1 trillion budgets and less than 2 million people, we shouldn't have all of these complications. We all think about it, Delta 9 travelers. We all think about what Dr. Campbell is highlighting right here. Drop it into the comment section, right? And definitely let's have some right thinking conversations on this, because it's bigger than the music, bigger than the songs. We could take times and we could be entertained, but we're talking about health. We're talking about the most valuable resource in any country. So it's bigger than a cow and goat.
So the opposition not looking for votes, they're only looking for cows and goats. James, I just have one request. The man is a thief and he must confess. The opposition not looking for votes, they're only looking for cows and goats. We need fairness and accountability. Goats and cows, just part of the story. Thank you.
Telling you, tune after tune after tune for your head. I tell you. When you say run out, the artists them come out. Big up to all the travelers that are a part of this presentation right now. Have you taken a couple of seconds there tonight, travelers? Thumbs up the presentation on your way in. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button right now. It costs you nothing to support independent media in that manner, right? But it will help to keep you connected with everything trending in Guyana and in the diaspora.
100% wildcrafted sea moss. Only the best, 'cause you deserve nothing less. 8 Butterfly.
8 Butterfly Sea Moss Powder. Take your daily routine to the next level. Natural vegan superfood powder, essential multivitamin powder made just for you.
Well, guess what, Delta 9 travelers? If we think that the problem with the farm gate and the issues that Dr. Campbell was highlighting will be the only issues that will come from the level of corruption that's going on in the country, allegedly, well, guess what? When all of these deportees that's supposed to come in, these third party deportees and all of these other persons from these other countries that are supposed to be coming into the country as an agreement, what's going to be the impact on the society if they ain't start yet and things like this is what we're seeing going on the ground right now, Delta 9 travelers?
Back there. Right there? Hold on. I saw it. Hey, we back there. Sure, we back there. Just for our store. We back. Hey, we back there. Eric! I just found the guy that robbed Big Mike's store. Big Mike, I found the guy that robbed your store. Mike, I found your bag. That Big Mike. You got a bag? Just robbed the store. We there. You got a bag right there? Hey, pretty. Look. Pretty. What the bag? Come. Ollie, pretty. Let me show you the bag. Mike, I just found him out to rob your store. Pretty. You see the bag there? Wait, hey. Hold on, take you. Where the black bag there?
Right here.
Open the bag.
There's nothing in the bag. Just
Take out the bag. What do you ID there? Open it. Backyard. Open it, I want to see. Show face. Good. Backyard.
Yeah, everything is.
Turn it, let me see. Turn it. You take it from the store. Where's it? Give me this. Where's it?
That's it.
Open up. I got it. Come. I got you right here. Yeah. Holy God. Holy God. Mike, I just found the guy, Mike. I just found him. How much money, Mike? Mike, how much money she lost? I found him. How much money you take from she?
$4,000.
4,000? Okay, it's a $4,000. Sit down right there, sit down right there, sit down right there. Sit down. Never mind the problem, sit down right there.
Sit down right here.
4,000. Yeah, look, you can't right there. Why you did that though? You gotta work, you gotta do the right thing. You saw I track you down?
Well, let's just be happy, right? That this situation didn't turn out much worse because we know that recently, when persons attempt anything like this, the repercussions sometimes are much, much worse than we've seen right here. So, we will be happy that there's a person like Doggy or one of them that went forward and apprehended him because, trust me, recently we see persons attempting things like this, youths attempting things like this on the road, and persons turning and firing behind them and all kind of things, you understand? So it's a situation that, look, as we analyze it, we're hoping that this is something that law enforcement will combat because we know that there was an agreement and more persons that are deported might be frequenting Georgetown and other places. So let me hope it's not more of this that persons can look forward to. Telling you, we all think about this Delta 9 travelers. This one is should be very, very happy of how this situation turned out. Not that he was in a situation that he had to, compromise his freedom and them things, because sometimes persons face all type of things and they're forced to do these things, right? But just happy that you got persons that got mercy and that got a humanity about them. You understand me? And realize that everybody deserves a chance.
You just get deported? From where? From America? So why are you doing petty crime?
I didn't want to take her ID, man.
What's your name? This is important. IDs is important. This is important.
I give the money back, man.
You get the money back. All right.
I don't want to get locked up, bro.
You want to lock up, but you don't know the right thing.
Can you help me out for a job?
You want a job? What is your name? Tell me. What is your name? No, I ain't putting you on blast. I got to do the right thing. Hold on. Hold you there. Mike, I just found them. I found them. I got an ID. I got everything. I found them, Mike. The best in the country. I could find anybody, anytime. I don't play. Don't rob my friends. You can't rob my friends. You cannot. You cannot rob my friends. Mike, I got him. You change your clothes. Do a change your clothes. Now you go right at you. Now you. I know better. I know better. I know better. You're not telling me. Come on. Same night. Same night.
Well, you got a chance to see for yourself, Delta 9 travelers. That's some of the situations going on live on the ground in Guyana. We also got some headlines coming in about this.
Known as National Television Network. Today, July the 17th, 2026, I was in my office, or the television station office, not my office, sorry. It's the television station office. Mr. Joel Gansham, everybody knows, came to the business place with a male guy of big build and a young lady. They proceeded to enter into my home or my parents' home, I should put it. Both parents deceased, so I live here. So the business and the home is divided by a door. So he decided to enter my home with his people. I then left the NTN office, went into my home. I asked Joel Gansham, what's happening here? I see you and two persons in my home. What is happening? He turned and said, this is his son. I said, I never asked you that. I asked you what's happening here. Eventually, the young lady walked back and exited the door. The young man went into the washroom. He had an envelope in his hand. I don't know what's in there. Eventually, they came out. They sat outside on the sofa provided. Then the boy with Joel went into my editing room. Don't know what was said. I didn't intervene. Then they left the premises. Later on, Joel Gansham came to my office and says, that's not the way you speak to people. I said, I simply ask you what's happening. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't yell at him. I just simply asked because there are two strangers in my home. I want to know what's happening. Well, from his expression of his face in the NTN office, I saw he wanted to flare up at me, so I said no. I said, Mr. Gansham, I don't want to have any confrontation or any talking with you. Please vacate the office. Then he said he's not leaving. I said, please vacate the office. I don't want anything to say. I got up from my chair. I walked to Joel. I opened the door. I put my hand slightly, softly on his shoulder and just asked him to leave, and he walked out. He walked it out, and his words to me was that it's not going to end here. Now, he made a call.
Made a call to big boy friends. Man make a call to big boy friends. Allegedly. Allegedly. You understand? Well, I'm telling you, if this is the way that persons are being treated, you gotta ask yourself if the right persons are in these positions of power. Remember, we just highlighted, you be the judge, Delta and Travelers. Look at what's going on right here. Analyze it and drop it into the comment section. Let's hear some more of these details.
To my brother, who is the Deputy General for the Ministry of Local Government, Mr. Anand Prasad. Told Mr. Anand Prasad that I cursed him with explicit words in front of his son, and I don't know who the young lady is, so loudly that the people were embarrassed and they had to leave, which is a blatant lie. Now, my brother decided to call me, told me he wants to let me meet him at his home with my wife. I went there and I got a good lecture from him, as usual. Mr. Anand Prasad loved to lecture. Then he says to me that he's ashamed and embarrassed that I cursed Joel Gansham, which is a blatant lie, and his family or his friends who were with him, which is a blatant lie also. Now, Anand Prasad does not like confrontations. He likes to listen and hear. So, every story has two sides. But Mr. Anand Prasad does not believe in two sides. He believes in what he hears, whether it's lie or truth. He believes what he hears. As of this, that Joel Gansham went and said that I explicitly cursed him, which I said again is a blatant lie. The result is that Mr. Anand Prasad has fired me from NTN TV station and NTN radio. Now I have no job. I have no income. I have a wife. I have a son who is 8 years of age. He will be 9 years coming this 25th of July. And I have nothing to give my son because the salary that I earn is way below what anybody could expect. Anyhow, I do manage with it, as is for me, my wife, and my son. So I'm out of a job now. I'm looking for a job.
I'm telling you, buddy. I don't know with this one. What y'all think, Delta Nine Travelers? Did he or did he not? And if so, is it warranted? Is there a warning? Is there a system before you fire people in these positions? Drop it in the comment section. Let's have some right thinking conversations about this. Anyhow, big up yourself and thanks for tuning in to this presentation. Enjoy the rest of the Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, wherever you got planned. Big up yourself. Thanks for being a part of this presentation right here on Delta 9 Media. If you haven't already hit that subscription button, make sure that you're subscribed. Become a part of everything that we got going on right here on Delta 9 Media. But it don't cost you nothing. Hit that subscription button and stay connected with everything trending in Guyana and in the diaspora. Plus, if you're looking for an independent way to support Delta 9 Media, become a channel member. There's the barcode on the top of your screen right there, or you can navigate to the plus button at the bottom of any one of our YouTube videos or in the video description. Plus, we got other YouTube channels as well that you can become a part of. Delta 9 Media No Filter, that's one of our new channels that we're building up the subscription count on before we start doing lives and a whole different kind of live presentations. If you're looking to be a part of everything that we're going to have coming right there on Delta 9 Media No Filters, then definitely subscribe and join from the earlies. Plus, if you're into studies, if you're into the esoterics, if you're into understanding certain details about the occult, the straw man, different things, different levels, different altitudes to the flight, thousands and thousands of books, real researchers, real meat for men, meat for the grown folks. stepping above the milk for babes, then guess what? Gnosis Focus definitely got some content that you might be interested in. So scan the barcode, subscribe, listen. So much material, so much content, and so many different channels to be a part of everything was going on with Delta 9 Media. Plus, guess what? Join us on WhatsApp because there's some content that just might not make it onto YouTube. One love, and I'll catch you in the next.